We engineer maximum funding, not denials and FICO destruction and credit line decreases. We've been around longer than anybody on the internet, and everybody on the internet is in the funding industry now is like 25 years old or younger. It's just going off a script and their idea of what FICO, credit, maximum funding is, and they just stealing keywords and things like that. And their product is getting credit cards or short-term daily pay loans that are only going to be on a one-year term and destroy your cash flow and destroy your credit file. Because the minute you start using these credit cards, they're going to start cutting back the credit limits, and then you can't get them paid back, and then your credit score goes to destruction, zero, and then you have to go to credit repair. This happens over and over and over. And these kids, none of these kids, even under 30 is a kid, but most of them are even under 25. They're all kids, and even same with commercial real estate. They never even owned a business. They don't even know what business financing is, and they barely ever owned a credit card. So how are they going to instruct you on how to run a business, how to get big maximum credit lines, maximum loans, and fund? They're not. They can't. It's a pyramid, Amway, scamway track for them to make easy money at your expense. And easy money is getting you massive amount of inquiries with massive amount of turndowns and a few approvals. And approvals are going to match the size of the credit cards that you already have on your credit file. So you might as well go get your own credit card without these retards with the same amount of luck, or go to Vegas or go to any casino and throw your money away, because you got the same odds of getting hit by lightning as winning the lottery with these people, because you're not getting anything strategic. There's no surgical, there's no mass principles or knowledge to build a file and everything. They have the one size fits all, and it is every file is different, every state is different, every person's file, male or female, is different, every person's history of credit of where they've been is different, everything is different. So you can't go buy a funding sequence because they stole the key term sequence from me, and then they say, oh, we're going to sell the sequence. Well, or they're going to say, oh, we have the key funding sequence. Well, every person's different. They don't get that. And when you just listen to mass marketers, which is predatory marketing for dumb people, you're being totally ignorant. Now there's a very limited amount of time before everything goes to the digital dollar. Now, if you're a Satanist and you don't care and you want to go to hell and you want to get your 666 digital dollar and be rich with that, well, good luck for that. Good luck with that. But any other normal person, you need to max out your credit and we'll make the payments as well as you can. Of course, when it goes to digital dollar, it all drops, so you wouldn't be paying anything back, but you need to pay everything back while we have it. So there's only really like 3 years left. I wouldn't say more than 3. So you need to get the most amount of credit for credit lines and loans, get a cash loan company business set up, and have assets. That's things you can barter, things you can trade with, physical, real assets. That means you can't go give your money to third-party idiots in the stock market or all these other things, because Bitcoin, all that stuff is all going to go digital currency, and you're not going to be able to access it unless you're going to take this mark. If you're not a Christian, you're just brain dead, and the Bible's unfolding and you're really stupid. And don't call me because you're too dumb to even deal with. You're just a liability. Unless you want a real education on why is undisputable fact of what I'm telling you is fact. So falling into place the way it is already prophesied. So financially, you need to get your credit in order and have assets and have money and have work on a plan, because there's no time left. So if you're going to go limit yourself and get a bunch of turndowns or get little bit amount of money on credit cards, you're not really doing yourself a favor, because right now you want to get the most you can and get on the right path and right plan and maximize all you can right now. So I hate to tell you guys, but that's reality. There's not more than 3 years. I would say 3 years tops. I mean, maybe 4 if I'm wrong, but it's happening so fast. There's no other way. You should be not prepared by that time and doing everything you can at this moment to get prepared, because it's happening. It doesn't matter what people say or whatever else thinks, it's already happening. Then everybody on the internet just talking about all normal, everyday robot zombie stuff like everything's normal. No, it's not normal, and it's never going to go back to normal. So the minute the data centers come out and all the robots, because it's not about just surveillance, it's about the robots, and they're going to be AI driven, and most likely every robot will have its own demon in it. But that's a whole nother story. The point is, you should get prepared on all this stuff because there's not much time left. Anyhow, if you think I'm lying or making up stuff, just pray about it and ask what you think you should do for your plans and get it from God, because I'm not here just making up stuff just to be making it up. And not all money is good money. So if you notice, all the tech people and everybody that has money, where all their money is coming from is from dark places. And I've always said this before, not all money is good money. So there's going to be a point where you get super rich and you're going to decide whose side you're going to be on, because at some point it's all about manipulation and control and alternate motives and alternate consequences to things like this. So anyhow, if you want to get your credit repaired, you want to get credit lines and loans, not this baby credit card from baby credit cards, baby kids that are going off a script and don't have a freaking clue, and all their little actors on all their little videos are even more clueless, then, and you're done with that and you want to really get really maximum money, then you should give me a call. Or get into commercial real estate and make some money on that, or business acquisition. Either way, my number is 312-473-4163. Thanks.